so off the tip, it's Los Angeles. Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. LeBron James out there with Kevin Durant. Then it's Victor Wembanyama, and it's O'Neal in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now, here is James. Pass to Durant. And here's O'Neal. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Nails the baby hook.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Here's Wembanyama, knocked away. Leonard outside. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. Shot clock at 6. Here's Pippen. From outside, off the mark. Now here's Durant. James, right side. Tries the spin move. And slam dunk by James.
You're still dunking with ease. James is a physical specimen.
Pass to Pippen. Fires from deep. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Durant looking around. Inside. Here's James. Lays it up and banks it in.
Once James gets the ball in close, it's game over. Put up those 2 points.
And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
Well, that's a great pass. He has the timing and rhythm of a metronome.
Now here's Durant. James passes to O'Neal. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he makes the first. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Pass to Pippen. Back to Leonard. Puts it up. Rebound by Sacramento. Outside Durant. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Here's James. SGA covering. Double team on James. Back to Wembanyama. 5 to shoot. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. From outside the arc. Chamberlain pulls it in.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
With great mobility in the 8-foot wingspan. Yes, 8 foot. Wembanyama easily wipes that shot away.
Now here's Durant. The 3, James. Again, the miss by the Kings.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist.
Outside, inside, in between. Doesn't matter. SGA is lethal.
Outside Durant. Let's go with a 3. And he buries his first look.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Giannis Antetokounmpo is embracing his emotional leadership role. He said, before I was really serious and quiet, now I'm more vocal, smiling, having fun. It carries over. I love to lead by example, but I know that my voice carries a lot of weight. Brian, back over to you.
It sure does. Allie, thanks very much for the report.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Clippers trail by 5. Here's Pippen. Still no points. Here's the pick. Leonard passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. The 3. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
Now James. 6 points for him. the inside. Here's O'Neal. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer!
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
Well, it's good to have a player on the floor with that kind of awareness. He recognized the situation.
And that does it for the first quarter. Sacramento on top. They're up by 4. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Sacramento?
Well, a lot of times you'll hear coaches yell, get the ball inside, and you can see why. Good things happen when you get the ball into the paint.
And I just love playing on teams like this, passing teams. You can tell they really like playing with each other, and hopefully they keep this up.
On the court for the Kings, second quarter underway. They've got Victor Wembanyama. James is out there with Kevin Durant, and it's Abdul-Jabbar in at the 4. Now, here is James. Outside O'Neal. Pass to Durant. What a throwdown from KD.
Turning up the intensity. Durant saw his chance and does not hold back.
Leonard outside. Offensive rebound. It's good on the putback.
Woo, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
And so it's Durant who brings up the ball for the Kings. They lead by 4. And there's James from the arc. Good efficiency. He's drained 4 out of 5.
They got the ball to the right guy. James ready to shoot at all times.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. James has gone 1 for 2 from the three-point line. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Antetokounmpo. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Over James. SGA can't get it to go.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Now here's Durant. He's got 5. Back to James. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Sometimes it's impossible trying to contain LeBron. Have to settle for fouling him and hope that he misses.
No good on the free throw. Good on the second one. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Leonard up top. Pass to SGA. Lets it go from 11. Yes, and it's Leonard with the assist that time. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 8 points.
Sweet-looking jumper from the mid-range. I mean, Gilgeous-Alexander just making it look easy.
Nice shot by Durant. And the Kings lead by 8.
That's how they like to see him operate. Big part of their attack.
Antetokounmpo, the pass to SGA. And he lobs it up. It's intercepted. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Durant, no good. Pippen, pass to SGA. To the paint. Here's Leonard. And the dunk by Leonard.
Oh, the slam from Leonard. Love watching him finish with force.
Pass to Durant. Back to James. 4-3. Oh, LeBron knocks down the triple.
Well, the defense was a little soft. He felt free to take that shot.
Antetokounmpo finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Now Leonard. Just 5 on the clock. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
Well, that's the kind of defensive play you need to win ball games. Great block from Wembanyama.
Pass to James. Back to Wembanyama from behind the arc. And another Sacramento three.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press you in.
The Clippers call timeout. .107 left in the first half of this game. Look at SGA, so adept in traffic.
And I like what the defense was thinking, but Gilgeous-Alexander just outworks them and gets his shot.
Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Now Wembanyama. Now here is James. Antetokounmpo covering. 6 to shoot. Three-pointer. Kept alive. Abdul-Jabbar.
And B.A., he takes his rebounding so seriously.
This dude is such a grinder. His teammates appreciate the effort. Just goes all out on the glass.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
Boy, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And man, does Giannis work hard on the glass. Being rewarded for his efforts right there.
And here's James. 13 points in the game. Pass to O'Neal. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. And so it's the Sacramento Kings going into the break up 12. How about the way they've attacked the paint? This throwback approach is paying off. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You know, LeBron James has been exceptional here, guys.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
Kawhi Leonard out there with Giannis Antetokounmpo. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Chamberlain in at the 5, down low. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Shot by Leonard, no good.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
Courageous play inside by Durant. Just absorbing the foul and still putting up the shot.
Sacramento shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And the second free throw is good. Here's SGA. 10 points for him. Pass to Pippen. Back to SGA. Just 5 to shoot. Some solid defense from James. The Kings lead by 13. And he's going for the oop here. Hammers the lob through.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized. Defense paid. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Antetokounmpo. And here's Leonard. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one. Leonard's got 7.
Talk about a pure jumper. Leonard doesn't need a lot of space to rise up.
James passes to Durant. Three-pointer off the mark.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
And it's Kevin Durant with the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First team.
To the middle. Here's Chamberlain. And that one is stuffed right through.
All he needs needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
SGA passes to Pippen. It's going to be on LeBron James. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Give him 8 points now.
Don't underestimate James defensively. He can put the clamps on you when he wants.
No good there. That would have cut it to single digits. Durant, pass to James. Offensive rebound. Abdul-Jabbar's shot is good.
I mean, he's ignoring the scoreboard. He just keeps coming at him.
Well, you have to play like it's a tight game. You cannot let up in this league.
Pass to Pippen. James against Gilgeous-Alexander. Screen by Antetokounmpo. From 13, that one rolls around and rims out. And so it's James with it. He brings it up for the Sacramento Kings. Now here's O'Neal. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Chalk up 2 there. Abdul-Jabbar's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Nice read. Sets his teammate up. You like how they're sharing the ball.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Leonard. And there's the whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
And you know, guys, I mean, he is a solid free throw shooter. And, of course, Leonard has everything in his game.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throws of this game.
Taking 2 shots.
And Leonard drops them both.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
James outside. No good on the triple. Clippers trail by 13. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes. Look at Giannis go up and get it.
Throw it up to the rim and let Giannis hammer it home. Never a bad idea.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks. There's a lot to consider with NBA expansion, and Commissioner Silver said, quote, what does that mean for talent? I feel great about where the talent is right now in the league, but those players have to come from somewhere. How does it work geographically? What will it mean for growing the game? These are all good questions. PA, back to you.
Okay, Allie, appreciate the update.
And just continuing to pile it on. Leonard is such a ruthless player.
James deciding where to go with it. Now here's Durant, defended by Pippen, and he gets it to go. James has got 15 points.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Yeah, when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 10 points for him. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Outside Durant.
Scottie Pippen. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
We've got 13 seconds left in the third quarter.
So it'll be Chicago off the tip. Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. We've got Durant. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Abdul-Jabbar. Then there's Shaquille O'Neal. And it's James in at the point.
Defense did just enough to force that miss. I really expected him to get two there.
Bounce pass Pippen. Pippen sets a screen for Antetokounmpo. Here he goes. Giannis dunks it down.
And on the drive, Giannis, he can be so disruptive, just muscling his way through the defense.
And the call will be against Scottie Pippen. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Kings on D. Abdul-Jabbar finds Durant. James looking around. Shoots over Pippen.
And Pippen is a rugged defender, has tremendous length, and that helps him cover a lot of ground.
And stolen by LeBron. Here's Leonard. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
Here's James. Durant up top. Back to James. Over Wembanyama. And James with the basket on the assist by KD.
And you know James isn't thinking twice about that shot. He knows he has the green light.
Pippen, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Nice move. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
Outside, KD. Outside Leonard. 5 to shoot. beyond the arc. Sacramento grabs the miss.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Pippen a screen on Leonard. Antetokounmpo against Leonard. Right side, Antetokounmpo. And it's Shaq with the rebound. Durant just inside the line. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
And he knew what he was going to do before the ball even got to him. KD is always ready to let it fly.
SGA kicks to Pippen. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. Durant down low. Defended by Pippen. And staying with the play, Abdul-Jabbar.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Pippen feeling it out a bit. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Just 5 on the clock. Sinks that one from the post. Giannis has got 6.
Contact just doesn't matter against Giannis. Once he's inside, he is not to be stopped.
A 3 from LeBron. It's hauled in by the Kings.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
And he had a good look, and Gilgeous-Alexander made it pay off.
Abdul-Jabbar outside. Outside Leonard. Back to Abdul-Jabbar. Inside, Chamberlain. It's blocked by Shaq.
And the aggressiveness on display here from O'Neal. Terrific at turning shots away with that size and length.
Good on the three-point shot. He has 5.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Bounce pass Pippen. Wembanyama, a screen on LeBron. From outside the arc. That's good from Wembanyama. On the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Kings lead by 2. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And when you consider how the Kings are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
I love how they're playing. When you combine great effort and great execution, it leads to great results.
Taking a look at the Bulls, LeBron James is out there with Durant. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Kareem, and it's Shaq in at the center. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Trailing by 2. Pass to Pippen. Back to SGA. Wembanyama sets a screen for SGA. It's good from long range.
The classic combo guard. Gilgeous-Alexander is effective in the two-man game, especially on that first option, taking it himself.
James a screen on Antetokounmpo. Durant on the tape. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Yeah, really strong offensive thrust there, but then how about the defense able to negate that attack?
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Kings.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
And their ball pressure has been a major story in this one. Their ability to create turnovers and then turn that into offense. What a huge difference that has made.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
At the line for your Kings, Victor Wembanyama, shooting 1.
Considered by many to be the best prospect since LeBron James, Wembanyama seems determined to reach his full potential.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
All right, fans, now it's time to get right now for your Sacramento Kings Street Team.
Leonard looking around. Pass to James. Abdul-Jabbar, a screen on Pippen. Here's LeBron, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Oh, textbook pick and roll there. James doing a great job breaking down the defense.
For Chicago, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
Mind the lane.
Good shot. The feel LeBron has for the game, unreal. Whatever situation he finds himself in, he always seems to have an answer.
Here's Wembanyama. He's got 6. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Chamberlain with a screen on James. Shot clock at 6. Shaq against Chamberlain. The shot will not fall. Bulls trail by 3. Leonard finds James. Here is Durant. Pippen with the steal. Down low. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. Pippen's got his first points in this one.
Easy to understand why they give Pippen the ball in that area, because this guy knows how to take advantage. And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
SGA against O'Neal. SGA passes to Chamberlain. Abdul-Jabbar with the steal. The wide open look for Durant. Here's O'Neal. Good defense by Wembanyama.
Wow, you got to commend the defensive effort right there. It really made a difference.
O'Neal with the steal. Durant in the corner. Durant drains it from distance.
Silky corner shot by Durant. He is so confident in his ability to hit from that range.
Outside, out of the Kumbo. Gilgeous-Alexander sets the screen for Giannis. Here's Pippen. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And what doesn't Scottie Pippen do? A very polished defender who can also rain buckets down from wherever. Whenever Scottie's on the floor, he is making trouble for you.
Now here's Durant. 7 points in the game. No good on the shot. Giannis with some nice D. Sacramento leading by 5. 1:15 left to play here in the half. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Pippen. Back to SGA. That shot off.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
For 3, Durant. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
And you just love how quickly KD gets into his shot. No wasted motion.
SGA passes to Pippen. Back to SGA. That falls. Nice feed that time from Scottie Pippen. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 points now in the quarter. And here is LeBron. He's got 8, and there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
Pass to Pippen. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, it's Sacramento converting.
And this is why SGA is a focal point of this offense, because of that ability to score.
Pippen against LeBron. To the middle. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Good defense by Wembanyama. And so it's the Sacramento Kings, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. Right back after this break. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
And that will be the biggest adjustment. They have to force the ball out of his hands, but that's a difficult challenge.
We've got Chamberlain. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Pippen, and then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Wembanyama in at the 4. That's the 5 out there for the Kings.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Gilgeous-Alexander against James. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. That falls. Nice speed that time from Scottie Pippen. Pippen's got 3 assists in the game. Durant, the pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Outside Leonard, pass to James. Lays it in on the pretty alley-oop.
Yeah, nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better. Giannis outside. Back to Pippen. Takes it inside. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And stolen by James. LeBron right to the finish.
Yeah, this is just going to be a mismatch every time. LeBron just too fast, too powerful, and too big.
Pass to Pippen. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And there are the Kings with another bucket.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
And that confidence has carried over to tonight. He is playing great basketball.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. 6-point game. Abdul-Jabbar outside. Pass to KD. This one for three. Wilt Chamberlain with the rebound. Chamberlain got 7 rebounds in the game.
And able to get himself to the line. SGA so crafty inside there to get the contact.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And, you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops.
Nearly automatic. Gilgeous-Alexander, no slouch from the line.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
He's as good as it gets at the line. Pretty much automatic.
Bulls trail by 8. Outside, Abdul-Jabbar. Pass to Leonard. Back to Abdul-Jabbar. Over Wembanyama. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. O'Neal with the steal. Misses from short range. Kings leading now by 8. Pippen with it. He's picked up by KD. Wembanyama outside. 6 to shoot. The Kings need to get off a shot here. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Leonard the pass to KD. Now here's James. Back to Durant. Goes up on the way. Good, and the assist goes to James. LeBron's got 3 assists now in this one.
Nothing to see here, folks. Just another tremendous scoring night from Durant.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 15 points in the game. Lots of room. Second chance effort. Inside. Antetokounmpo. Automatic.
Everybody appreciates that extra effort on the glass.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
James dishes to Leonard. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
A play like that can absolutely take the wind out of your sails. Just a tough break.
SGA against LeBron. SGA kicks to Pippen. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. It's rebounded by O'Neal. Shaq's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Durant. Here's James. Gilgeous-Alexander cover. And here is Antetokounmpo. Durant with the steal. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. James outside. KD against Pippen. Here's KD. And the Bulls with another miss. Giannis outside. Fires away from way outside. And so it's the Sacramento Kings holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. Bulls trail by 8 on the court for Chicago to start the 4th. Shaquille O'Neal is out there with Abdul-Jabbar. Then it's James. And it's Durant. And it's Leonard in at the small forward. And here's SGA. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. Pass to Pippen. Back to SGA. Great open look there.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
Pippen against LeBron. Plenty of space. And he swishes it right through. That's 12 points for LeBron.
Well, the defense is going to try to shut down certain things, but it's impossible to deny everything. That's a skilled play right there.
Pippen with the wide open look. Off target with his three. Leonard finds KD. Abdul-Jabbar outside. Pass to Leonard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's LeBron. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Chamberlain got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Pippen. Back to SGA. That falls nicely on the feed that time from Pippen. Pippen's got 6 assists in the game. The Bulls call timeout. Take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
I was able to listen in on what the Bulls coach was going over with his team. He said to them, "You guys look defeated out there. Wake up. This game is far from over, but I need you all to believe that. I need you to fight for one another right now."
Thank you, Allie. Bulls trail by 11. Outside, James. The basket good off the assist from Durant.
Showing some range. LeBron more than capable of hurting you from deep.
SGA looking it over. For 3. That's off.
Well, that's a tough rebound there to secure, but he put all of his size in there in order to secure it.
James.
And such a physical player inside. LeBron doesn't fear contact on the way up.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Sacramento.
They've shown no let-up. Penetration, knife it inside. The defense has to tighten it up if they want to slow this team down.
Another thing they've done really well in this game is their focus on the three-point shot. They're doing a great job of spreading the floor and then hitting those perimeter shots.
He's off on the second. Kings leading now by 7. And stolen by Leonard. Now James. LeBron gathering speed. And the rejection by Wembanyama. O'Neal's gone 2 for 4 so far here tonight. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. No problem with the wide open James.
Well, he's having a big scoring night, but he's doing it extremely efficiently. This is impressive.
James against Pippen. Knocked loose and stolen by Wembanyama. Right to the Kumbo. Oh, big time move by Giannis out of the Kumbo.
And this is where you feed Giannis. The closer he is, the more dangerous he becomes.
Pippen against James. Chamberlain with the block. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Pippen a screen on Abdul-Jabbar. Wembanyama, what a high release on the three.
And when Wembanyama is connecting from deep, he is downright unguardable. This is how special a talent he is.
James against Pippen. Fires from 14. Wembanyama reels it in. And it's Sacramento's ball. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Pippen outside. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebounded by Abdul-Jabbar. Leonard. The three goes down. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Now Pippen. Outside SGA. Shot clock at 6. It's blocked by Shaq.
LeBron James.
So the Kings win it. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it mattered most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Along with Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Alan LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you once again for being with us here tonight on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And Chicago starts out with the ball here. Now let's take a look at the Kings' opening lineup. They've got Giannis Antetokounmpo. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is out there with LeBron James. And it's Chamberlain in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's Wembanyama. Pass to Jordan. 5 on the clock.
Massive wingspan of Abdul-Jabbar. Impressive. Kareem easily swatting away shots.
Now Gilgeous-Alexander. Now James. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's a pick. Clock at 4. Over Jordan. And that one's good. SGA.
Sweet looking jumper from the mid-range. I mean, Gilgeous-Alexander just making it look easy.
Wembanyama. Pass to Olajuwon. Durant way outside. SGA pulls it in.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
Gilgeous-Alexander lifting off and hammering it down with all he's got.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I spoke with the Bulls head coach earlier. We talked about their defensive game plan for Giannis, and he told me the best way to guard Giannis is to keep him out of the paint and force him to be a jump shooter. The only problem is no one's figured out how to do that consistently. Giannis always seems to find a way to impose his will. EA, back to you.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
The 3, Durant. Yes! And it's Wembanyama picking up the assist.
This is what puts KD in elite company. He's so good at catch and shoot.
Pass to James. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now here's Wembanyama. And here's Jordan. LeBron with the rebound. Sacramento leading by 4. Pass to SGA. Back to James. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. And another Sacramento 3.
Outside, inside, in between. It doesn't matter. SGA is lethal.
And now the first timeout called here for Chicago.
Please welcome to the floor your incredible.
Here's Wembanyama. Pass to Olajuwon. Now here's Durant. Here's Jordan. SGA covering. Jumps up. And SGA throws it down.
Recognizes the fast break opportunity and takes full advantage. Gilgeous-Alexander has a solid feel for the game.
Here's Olajuwon. Yet to see a basket. Outside Durant. 5 to shoot. Here's Jordan. Olajuwon can't get it to go.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him. Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance. Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Wembanyama pass to Jordan. 51 seconds left in the first quarter here. The 15-footer is good.
An effective score from the in-between area of the court. Jordan doing his thing.
And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for the Sacramento Kings. Pass to James. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And a miss there on the triple.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Here's Durant. It's tipped. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Off the inbound pass. Jordan with the bucket. The Kings lead by 7. SGA with it. He's got 9. Fires for 3. On target from range. SGA's got 12 points. What a performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He has been the story for Sacramento. He made a big impact, scoring 12 points in the quarter. Back to the game after this break. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Sacramento.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
They've also displayed a real unselfishness as a team, moving the basketball well, sharing the rock, and giving everybody a chance to participate in the offense.
On the court for the Kings, second quarter underway. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is out there with James. Then it's Giannis Antetokounmpo, and it's Abdul-Jabbar in at the 4.
Great touch from KD, great range, too.
The Kings lead by 7. Stolen by Wembanyama. For 3, Durant. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Pass to James. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Chicago with a rebound.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
Wembanyama, pass to Olajuwon. And here's Durant. Shot clock at 6. Fires the 3. He can't get it to go. And it's Sacramento's ball. They've led by as many as 11. Shots good by Antetokounmpo.
There are very few guys that move with the grace that Antetokounmpo does on his drive. He's got an easy, long, ground-eating gait that's very effective.
Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over. And as the coaches draw up their strategies, the players staying hydrated with some Gatorade. That's key to keeping them at their best all the way up to the buzzer.
It really is. And every one of those players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Now here's Wembanyama. He's scoreless. Here's Jordan. 6 on the shot clock. Here's O'Neal. And it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of midair. Here's SGA. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
Gilgeous-Alexander is just that good, finishing the play through the foul.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
He did a lot of damage at the free throw line in their last game.
And one look at the box score will confirm that.
And here's Jordan. Outside Durant. Up again. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Here's James. Oh my! Throw it down!
Awesome. Man, I like seeing LeBron throw it down, especially when he decides to do it with a little flavor.
Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. And he lobs it up to the rim. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Chamberlain, and they pick up 2.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Now here's Wembanyama. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Antetokounmpo against Durant. Jordan up top. Just 5 on the clock. Shot to stop the run. And once again, off the mark by Chicago. To the inside. And out of bounds. It'll be Chicago ball. There's 1:26 left to play in the first half. Down low. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Textbook alley-oop finish that time by Jordan, picking a clean pass right out of the air for the big slam.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Jordan. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to James. Shot's good. SGA making the play. James has got 5 points in the quarter.
Leaving absolutely nothing on the table right now. Their focus and execution has been outstanding.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Now here's Jordan. He's got 6. Shoots over SGA. And there's another one for Chicago.
He relishes his role in this offense, and he's a natural leader, too.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to James. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Jordan. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Well, you can't go for the fake. Once Kareem has you fooled, he's going right into the contact to draw the foul.
Sacramento shooting their second and third shots at the line here.
Taking 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
A towering presence on both ends. Abdul-Jabbar is also known for his unblockable and most unique sky hook. Such an impactful, unique big man, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Both shots good from the stripe. Durant against Antetokounmpo. Pass to Olajuwon. It's not going to go for him. And so it's Sacramento, a sizable lead of 14 at the break. Building this lead up in large part because of how well they're shooting it. More 2K action in just a moment. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here, guys.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
They've got Victor Wembanyama, and it's Jordan in at the 2 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Pass to Durant. Clock at 6. Now Jordan. Shoots over SGA. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Sacramento leading by 14. Now SGA covered by Jordan. SGA passes to James. From beyond the arc and then some. James has got 11.
Well, I don't think anybody is expecting this shot. LeBron showing some confidence with that long bomb.
Antetokounmpo with it. Jordan picks him up. Oh, denied by Durant. Now Wembanyama. Still without a bucket. Olajuwon passes to Jordan. Pass to Olajuwon. Tipped. And it was not a clean block. Whistle blows and a foul on the defender here. It's a shooting foul, so free throws will be coming up. Chicago shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. First free throw is good.
What Akeem provides for his team is a rock-solid foundation. They can rely on him on both ends and build schemes around his talents.
And so he makes both from the line. Just over a minute and a half played in the third. Gilgeous-Alexander against Jordan. Back to SGA. Chicago with a rebound.
You're not going to get a better look from mid-range. He's definitely disappointed with himself there.
Jordan, the pass to Olajuwon. That's tipped. SGA with it. He's got 15. James outside. It's rebounded by Olajuwon. Olajuwon's got 4 rebounds now. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Pass to Durant. 6 on the shot clock. Over Antetokounmpo. And once again, off the mark by Chicago. James outside. Here's SGA. Back to James. Shot from the wing. Shot's good. SGA making the play. SGA's got 5 assists in the game. Bulls trail by 17. Timeout called. The Bulls.
There's just a lot of wide open lanes to the rim here. That'll drive your coach nuts.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
And so here is Chicago. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Antetokounmpo against Durant. 6 to shoot. Giannis with the rebound. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. The NBA has its eyes on the old continent. Commissioner Silver said there continues to be an enormous opportunity to take basketball to another level in Europe. The quality of the basketball there has been fantastic, and we think there's a commercial opportunity to create something special. Brian, back to you.
Okay, Allie, appreciate the update. And how about that replay? Man, you got to appreciate the hustle on defense.
Oh, now that was a block. Some much-needed energy there to jumpstart them back into this game.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar. A 17-point lead, their biggest. Lets the three fly.
Terrific defense that time from McKee. He's got such an outstanding feel and awareness for how to not only block shots, but change them, too.
Back to Wembanyama. Pass to Jordan. Counted. Now 5 of 11 for the game.
You can't say enough about his individual performance. I don't think you can overstate it. I mean, even if the all-around team effort's been lacking, this guy's been on top of things.
Now, here is James. 13 points in the game. SGA, he's open and all around the rim that time before dropping. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 17 points. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Pass to Jordan. Yes, and it's Wembanyama picking up the assist. Wembanyama's got his 4th assist in this one. The Kings lead by 15. Now, here is James. And here's SGA, covered by Jordan with the fadeaway. Good on the shot. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 19 points.
And he couldn't get an easier shot. The defense right now just looks defeated.
Well, that's exactly the kind of defense that's gotten them into the hole.
And so it's Sacramento leading by 17 at the end of the period. They've had incredible success defensively, taking away good looks and pressuring shooters. We'll be right back. And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Taking a look at the Kings, we've got LeBron James. He's out there with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Chamberlain in at the center position, locking down the middle. Durant's shot is off.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there. And, of course, that one was just crazy.
Back to SGA. There's a screen. The 3 is up. Chicago with a rebound. O'Neal's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And there's the lob.
Just get it anywhere in Shaq's vicinity, and he's going to finish it off. I love seeing him hammer home the alley-oop.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Jordan. Pass to James. No good on the 3. The Bulls trail by 15. Jordan, the pass to Wembanyama. Jordan inside. SGA covering. The shot won't fall. Now, here is James. Back to SGA. Lets it go from deep. And another miss by Sacramento.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
He was wide open. That miss clearly on him.
Now here's SGA. It's James on the wing. From deep. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Pass to Jordan. Back to Wembanyama. Outside Durant. 4 on the clock. Durant earning those 2 points.
KD's aggressive streak coming out on that play. He can mix it up with the big guys when he needs to.
The Kings call timeout. Check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, I was able to listen in on the Kings head coach talk to his team during the break. He told his guys, let's not waste this advantage. Hold on to it. Stay aggressive. Let's not give up ground. Coach wants to see his team staying strong out there, guys.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Sacramento leading by 13. Here's SGA. In there.
Not too many defenders are blocking Kareem inside. One, he's too big, he's too powerful, and he's too skilled.
Here's Jordan. Shot from 12. Can't get it. And it's Sacramento's ball. James outside. He drills the wide-open jumper.
I guess the defense was not expecting the quick release. LeBron can get it up and down in a hurry, though.
Here's Wembanyama. Takes a 3. Oh, he cannot hit.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Outside, SGA. Lots of room. The shot's good on the assist by James. James has got 5 assists tonight.
Yeah, total focus from Shea there. Ready to go off the feed.
Here's Olajuwon. Outside Durant. Pass to Jordan. Shot clock at 6. Over SGA. Hits the front of the rim and out. The Kings lead by 19. Inside, here's Chamberlain, and it's flushed down. A nice jam.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
And they recover it. Olajuwon, no good again that time. And so it's James with it. He brings it up for the Kings. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game. 32 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Fires it from 18. It doesn't go for him. Chicago with the ball. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth. That shot is good by O'Neal. So So no problem for Sacramento as they get the win. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.